Welcome to the Seventh Dispensation Podcast. Today we're going to be reading from the Divine Revelation, Alpha Quran, and the chapter that we're reading from is called Freedom from a Cage of Ignorance. Now, let me begin with the book. It says, we have adapted to the behavior of deception and human disregard. We are mesmerized by the material trinkets of the world, and our false image of self is sustained by the advertising tactics and media seduction of the chief deceiver. We are a people resonating at the lowest vibratory rate of society, which has caused us to become dense and materialistic, man. And if you look at us as a people, right? Look at us as a people. We don't think about leading. Like, how many of y'all have ever went and studied anything to put y'all in a position to be the mayor, the governor, the senator, the president, speaker of the house? See, y'all ain't thinking on the high frequency level. The only thing y'all want to be is like on the low frequency level. Just a regular common person. Y'all don't got big dreams, man. And it's because they destroyed y'all self-esteem and y'all self-determination. And then they fooled y'all by giving y'all a materialistic lifestyle. So got y'all spending all y'all money on purses and tricking with these burning ass bitches, y'all catching diseases and all the shit from these hoes, right? And they got y'all doing all this materialistic stuff, man, because it's to keep y'all dense and solid. You know what I'm saying? Keep y'all dense, man. Y'all ain't even thinking. Y'all don't want to be the rulers or nothing. Y'all just want to be seen. Y'all just want to be seen, man. But that's what just the society that they got for us. So I'm going to read this sentence one more time. We are a people resonating at the lowest vibratory rate of society, which has caused us to become dense and materialistic. See, a dense and materialistic people is the people vibrating at the lowest level, the lowest frequency of society. Materialistic people, y'all are the lowest frequency vibrating people in society. Like the people with real money, billionaires and millionaires, you don't see them running out buying all that old shit just to be seen, man. I done seen a rich motherfucker yesterday, a millionaire, a real millionaire, yesterday, with just regular shit on. Like he on like some shit that I don't know where he even got none of that shit from. Like he ain't have on nothing that's that name brand shit that motherfuckers wearing. And this motherfucker a millionaire. A high frequency millionaire. See? But the low frequency people are the people running around with materialistic shit that just want to be seen. They don't want to have no money. They just want to be seen. They want to look like they got some money. Now listen, the only way to become new is to allow our intellect to analyze our spirit. Intellect is the ability to learn, reason, and understand. We must study our behavior, our thoughts, and our disposition in order to understand self. Now listen, our thoughts, like what do you sit up and think about? Like what just comes to your mind and you just thinking about? I know some of y'all like, man, I'm thinking about getting high as hell. Like I'm thinking about going and get some shit, man, get drunk around this bitch. That's what I be thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some people like, man, I'm thinking about like put some makeup on. I'm thinking about doing my hair. I'm thinking about going shopping and some shit, right? See, all of that is materialistic, low frequency stuff. But when you start having ideas and thoughts and stuff like that, like damn, I need to go figure out how to get this money, how to make some money. It don't matter how you get it. You know, if you shooting a scam, you shooting a move, you working or whatever you doing, and you saying, man, I'm trying to double up on this shit and get this motherfucking money. See, that's high frequency thinking. Low frequency is the people always trying to spend their money, to be seen, be flashy, looking like new money. You know what I'm saying? New money. Like, that's low frequency people, man. But high frequency people, we not chasing the materialistic shit. We chasing that money. You know what I'm saying? We don't care how you think or see us. We chasing this money. That's the difference between high frequency and low frequency. The low frequency people are the materialistic people, and the high frequency people are the people that just want the money. They don't give a fuck about what the fuck they got on, as long as they got that motherfucking money. All right, now let's get back into this book. This is a message for the universe, for all the chosen ones. Now let's say this, right? Once we learn the causes of why we think, act, and stand out in certain ways, then we must begin to reason with what we have learned of self in order to understand why we express our knowledge in certain ways. Oh man, now listen how powerful that is. Now, we dealing with the mind. We talking about freedom from a cage of ignorance. We not talking about jail or prison. We talking about freeing the mind. We talking about elevating our frequencies, elevating our levels. And this said, I'm going to read that sentence one more time because that was kind of a powerful sentence. It say, once we learn the causes. Now listen. Once we learn the causes. So I want y'all to sit back and look at how you think and how you act, right? And then just look at the causes of why you thinking and acting like that. Start looking within self. I want y'all to look at yourself and say, damn, I've been thinking about this shit. I've been doing this shit. What is the cause of me thinking like this and doing this? Like, why am I doing this? So it'll say, once we learn the causes of why we think, act, and stand out, I want you to, even when you're standing out, why do you feel like you stand out when you're around other people? Why you always feel like you the one out front every time you're around other people? Think of the cause, right? Why is that happening all the time? Then it says, then we must begin to reason with what we have learned of self. All right, so when you figure out what the cause is, I want you to reason with it. Put a reason with it. Why do you feel like this that makes you act like this? Put a reason on it. Then it says this, right? In order to understand. See, this is how you get understanding. Why we express our knowledge in certain ways. So I'm showing y'all how to obtain understanding of self. Because a lot of us don't understand why we do stuff. So I'm showing y'all how to figure it out so that you may understand why you act and think the way you do. This is how we begin to ascertain self-correction. See? This is how you get self-correction. If you want to better yourself, you have to follow these steps right here. Because this is self-correction. Now, so I'm going to read it one more time real quick. Once we learn the causes of why we think, act, and stand out in certain ways, then we must begin to reason with what we have learned in order to understand why we express our knowledge in certain ways. This is how we begin to ascertain self-correction. And on that note, I leave you as I came. Peace.